Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to be reacting to yet another video, and I want to start off by saying thank you so much to everybody who has been supporting me over the last few days. I'm just getting started here on my YouTube journey, and you guys have been awesome, especially my Australian supporters. You guys have been really helping me with the AFL, and I'm going to be doing more reactions to the AFL. But seeing as I want to learn more about it, I wanted to do a video on a little bit of the history of the Australian Football League. So we're going to do a video of the documentary about Tom Wills, founder of Australian football. So this is about a 6-minute long video. We're gonna jump right into it, and maybe I'll learn something. Actually, I know I'll learn something, and maybe you guys will learn something too, hopefully. So let's get right into it. If you do like this video, please hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification, because I'm going to be posting videos twice a day, and that way you can keep up on them with me. So let me get my ears on and we'll get started. All right, this is a documentary about Tom Wills, founder of Australian football. It's a cricket club. Maybe I should do some cricket videos. I know absolutely nothing about cricket. I've never even watched cricket.
MCG Ray Weinberg interview, take one with A&B.
Have you got any time to talk about T.M. Wills?
Tommy, I talk every two about Tommy Wills. Yeah. Thomas Wentworth Wills.
That's Tommy Wills.
And you ask most Australian football followers who Thomas Wentworth Wills was, and they haven't the faintest idea. He was a young boy that came down from New South Wales with his parents. They took land in northwestern Victoria. His father's name was Horatio Wills. In fact, his father named Mount Ararat. And in the days when he lived up there as a boy, there were a lot of Aboriginal tribes in the area. And Tom spent a lot of time playing with the Aboriginal children. And he spoke all the dialects of the tribes. So he was gifted.
Wow, okay.
And, there is unconfirmed stories that they played a game with a stuffed possum skin, which was a bit like Keating's off. Now, I've spoken.
So that's really actually cool. I'm not going to stop this too much, but he spoke all the dialects of the indigenous people. That's really impressive. That's really cool.
Spoken to our museum people here and our library people here, and that's sort of unconfirmed. But it's a nice story in any case.
I have a hard enough
And so
time
Tom played,
understanding
and
people
when
in the South.
he was
I'm
about
saying.
12 or 13, his father decided that home education had to be bolstered. So he sent him away to school. And you immediately think, oh, Melbourne or Sydney. He put him on a ship and took him to England, to the rugby school in England. And he stayed there for the rest of his school life and became captain of rugby and captain of cricket. And he was an outstanding cricketer.
Captain of both.
At the conclusion of his school days, it was suggested that he should stay and play. A lot of the counties wanted him to play cricket because he was good. He wanted to come home. And he got home in time to find that his father had taken a very big selection of land in Queensland, up around, I can never think of the place now, Springshaw. And that he, Tom, and his dad and 19 other people, his mother was remaining behind here, were heading to Queensland to set up a big sheep and cattle station. They went up to Rockhampton. You've got to think of the times, this is mid-1800s.
Yeah.
8,000 head of sheep, plus cattle, and took them 8 months to drive the stock out to the station site.
That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing about, like, you know, back then, you wanted to move somewhere and migrate somewhere, like you were walking, you know, you picked up your stuff and you went with your sheep and your cattle and what else, and you just homesteaded somewhere else. Man, that's a different time.
And I think that in itself was a bit of an epic. And having got there, they built cattle yards and they were living under canvas. And Tom and a young shepherd went back down the track to pick up from a dump supplies of tea and rice and wheat and that they were running short of. Wait for 2 days, they got back to the homestead site and every man, woman and child had been slaughtered by the Aborigines on the station, including his father. The only reason Tom and the shepherd survived is they weren't there.
Is this really true? And this was, wait. So was this 1861 or when exactly did that happen? Sorry, I must have missed it, but that's insane. Everybody was slaughtered.
So he farmed on for another couple of years up there, came back to Melbourne, became secretary of the Melbourne Cricket Club. His name's on the honour board out there. And he was captain of Victoria, in cricket matches between Victoria and Tasmania in the New South Wales and Tasmania in the main. And then he decided there had to be a game that cricketers could play in the winter to keep fit, and made the declaration, we must have a game of our own.
So he wanted to have a game in the winter that cricket players could keep fit, and so they wanted their own game, their own national game, and that's how it was created. So does Australia, do you guys still play a lot of cricket? Is that a pretty big thing in Australia, cricket? I know it's pretty big in a lot of other countries. Us Americans don't know a lick about cricket, I'll tell you that right now.
And was largely responsible for the establishment and the beginning of Australian rules football. And in fact, in our museum, the original handwritten rules of the game are down there and recorded. And so he was the man
Interesting.
who umpired that first game between the two schools. But the other remarkable thing about Wills is that in 1866, the first Aboriginal team, in fact the first team that ever went from Australia to play cricket in England, was an all-Aboriginal team. And the coach of that team was Tom Wills. So never ever harboured any bad feelings towards the Aboriginal people.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So he was the captain of this all Aboriginal team, and even though they slaughtered basically everybody he knew, and he didn't hold any hard feelings. I mean, I'm sure there was something, you know, these are just stories being told now, passed down, but it's hard to say. I mean, but the fact that he played with them, and so that's a humble, forgiving guy.
And sadly, over the following years, he fell out of favour and became an alcoholic and ultimately committed suicide when he was still only a young man. Amazing story. It's an amazing story. I mean, I've
So, wow, that's way, that's too bad.
Story. And hopefully one day someone will make a documentary about it. A couple of books, there's 2 or 3 books been written about him. Yeah. He's a great character.
Well, thanks, Ray.
Okay.
Thanks for that.
Pleasure.
1858. Wow, that was amazing. Okay, so wow, definitely learned quite a bit. I'm bad with dates, so I'm probably not going to remember all those dates, but that's a really interesting story. I wonder what led him to fall to alcoholism and end up committing suicide. You know, there seems like there was a big gap there. It kind of just fell off in the story where, you know, all these great things, and then all of a sudden he's drinking and he commits suicide, which is, it's really sad. That's really sad, and that's unfortunate. Too many great people, you know, lose their life at their own hands and at the own things that they're struggling with, and that's too bad. But this has been a really cool video, so I definitely learned a lot. I wonder how much is true that he wanted, that the whole sport was kind of more created to. Yeah, I wonder if it's more so that it was created to actually keep cricket players and fit in the winter, or if Australia just really wanted their own sport for the country, or if it was equally both. I don't know. You let me know in the comments. I'm just an average American here who doesn't know anything. I don't even know. I've never watched cricket in my life, for example. So hey, maybe that's on the list to react to. But I don't want to take up any more of your time. So thanks so much for sticking with me. If you're still at this point in the video, I really appreciate you being here. If you could hit that like button if you like the video. Subscribe so you don't miss the future videos we have coming up. I'm posting twice a day at 9 a.m. and 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Blah. So again, make sure you hit that bell notification so you don't miss the videos. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace, love, and we'll see you later. Bye.